Good evening, good evening, evening. I'm the one, the only Matic B. Mobley sitting there with B. Brown.
Hey, people.
And since I fucked up the last time, you keep the rest.
They don't know that. They didn't know that. And in addition to myself, we got our brother Reese. Oh, my hand was in your camera.
Ain't about nothing, brother. We all family here, man. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back.
We're all glad to be back. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Glad to be black or glad to be
black? And black.
Both of them.
Black and back.
Mm-hmm. You know?
Back on the black. Back on the back.
Anything you want to announce to us before we
Yes, sir. As always, before we dive in, please make sure that you are all locked in with us. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most of all, share. I know that sounds like a lot, but it ain't. You ain't doing nothing else, so share us. Thank you so much. Sinking and thinking.
I'm back. Now, again, what I gotta say? What do you got on the topic, Brown? My fault.
Well, sir, you got the topic.
No.
It was you was just in my head though. I didn't really map it all out, but the word or topic of the day is accountability.
I like accountability in both aspects. I mean, whether man, woman, whether relationship, and whether friendship, relationship, all aspects of accountability. You know what I'm saying? That's a very
to be accountable as a human being and as an adult.
Yeah.
In any and every situation, and not just involving love or, some types of relationships, be accountable for your shit.
Okay, let's start it off with overall accountability. How do you feel about that? How you feel like that should be addressed?
I feel like more people need to be. I know it's that's a loaded statement or in question that you asked, but I feel like a lot more people need to be accountable for their actions, for their words, for the space they occupy around them. I just notice every day in any situation, if I'm out, there's so much disregard for the space around you, the things that we're saying and doing out loud. It's I'm now I'm the generation that our parents used to talk about when they were seeing others coming up and being, say, disregarding an elder around you, disregarding the space around you. You bumping somebody, it's nothing to say my bad, excuse me, whatever. But if someone calls you out on it, you don't up the ante and get nasty about it or say, you in my motherfucking way. Huh? It's things like that. I'm seeing this stuff on a regular. I'm like, what have we become? What are we becoming? What will be the outcome of this in the future? When has this become okay? When has I don't give a fuck? And this is my world. I do what the hell I want. I say what I want and not be held accountable for it. It's like you can't be called out for your bullshit. I don't like it.
I didn't cut you off.
No.
Yo, man. So life is way more about how you respond than what happens. Stuff is going to happen to anybody, everybody. You live life, stuff going to happen. That's just what comes with the journey. So you got to choose how you respond, right? Corny quote, the same water that hardens the egg softens the potato, right? So it's what you're made of, right? How you respond to that stuff. The stuff is going to happen to everybody, but it changes you. So accountability, it's funny to me because it's the same generation that say, can't nobody tell me what to do. I do whatever I want. But the moment you do something completely outlandish, oh, well, Brown made me do it. And I can't make you do nothing. Any other day, I can't make you take your trash out. I can't make you go back to school. I can't make you save your money. But I can anything that when you act out of character or disrespectful or do something that's crazy, now it's everybody else's fault but yours. Own it. I had a moment. You're human. So this accountability piece is good. Big. And I agree with you, Brown. It's a huge lack of accountability. Huge lack of accountability.
Absolutely. You got to be accountable for the words you say. But even if you feel like you're defending yourself or you feel like you're in the right, it's all right, this is why I'm telling you how I feel. This is why I'm telling you I don't like what you just did. And then it's up to that person who you're speaking to or vice versa for me to say, I didn't have to say that much. You didn't ask me how I feel about what you wear in the day or you didn't ask me A, B, and C. Like I have to be accountable and retract or be apologetic. You know, these kinds of things. That's not being accountable. It's being irresponsible. It's being reckless at the mouth. Be accountable for the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
I heard a pastor say once, even if you're 99% correct, apologize for the 1% that you contributed.
And why not? And why not?
Like,
Well, I'll say this, right?
here we go.
Okay. Now as of late, like the last couple months, I cut off maybe 4 relationships. I mean, one relationship and 3 quote unquote friendships, right? Brotherhoods, you would say, right? Now, I didn't cut them off the best way. But all of them said this one thing. Either it was to me or to somebody else. They all said this statement, said, I would die for you. Now, you hear somebody say that they would die for you, that means they care deeply about you. Like, that you are very, very valuable to their life, right? Think about that. They would lay down their life for yours, right? There's only one problem with that, right? Why wouldn't you live for me? Why wouldn't you live for me? If I cut you off, that means you did. That means something was going on your end that make me say, "No, I don't want to do this no more."
Right.
See, for me to be valuable in your life and stuff like that, like you like what I provide for you, you like what I say to you. You know what I mean? I make you feel a type of way because you want me around, right? That's me living for you. Now, if I'm asking you for the same thing and it's not reciprocated, are you living for me? You're not living for me. Death is easy, but life is hard. You would die for me. You would do the easiest thing in the world. But you wouldn't live for me? You wouldn't live for me. And I'll give you, I'll even go further with that. When I cut the relationships off, this is what happened. To the very people who say they would die for me, you know what they try to do? They slander me on social media. They pick up the phone, talk shit to everybody who would listen about me. You do a number of things. You know what I'm saying? Encrypted, putting text messages in Instagram stories, so forth and so on. Do all that. You do everything to destroy me, but you would die for me. You'll die for me, right? You showing me, but you still doing what's easy. I mean, you said you'll do what's easy, but to try to destroy me was so easy. Is it so easy for you? So easy for me. So easy for you. So easy for you to try to destroy me, right? You're still not living for me. You're still not living for me. If I was that valuable to you, why would you go to great lengths to try to destroy me? Even when you try to destroy me, I never came back on social media. I never got on the phone and talked negative about you. I never said a word. I dismissed it. My mindset is this too shall pass, right? It's always this too shall pass. I'm not going to match the energy. And guess what? I'm never going to be a part of the circus. I'm always going to watch it. Never going to be a part of it. But if you know what I'm saying? You said you would die for me, right? But since I cut my relationship off, you're doing everything to kill me. You know what I'm saying? You went from laying down your life for me to now trying to murder me. Which one is it?
So can I ask you, these people that you have cut off, did you all actually have a conversation and have they acknowledged what they've done? See, how they've wronged you? Like, did they acknowledge their part that they played in this?
See, you know what's insane? Like,
because that's accountability.
Yeah. Now, you know what's insane? Like, when a person asks something of you, right, and you do it, you know what I'm saying? That's being very cooperative. Like, even if they go against your better judgment, you say this helps the person. I'll at least make the effort, right? When you bring it back, I'll call you back, or I'll do this, I'll do that. Then you bring it to the person and say, hey man, every time I'm like, yo, bro, why you always gotta call me back when I gotta ask you to do something? No, because I got something going on. Hey sis, what's going on? I need X, Y, and Z. I'm saying, well, I mean, I don't know if I can do that. How long do you let that pass? How long do you let that pass before you say something? And I'm tight to say something like, hey, when I feel like you just taking from me, I'm gonna say, yo, why is it when I need it, it's, oh, I just be having stuff going on at the time that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I say that, you have the same thing. At some point, I come on, I just cut you off completely. That's why I say I don't handle it the best way. Or B, I just tell you direct, hey man, listen, don't call my phone no more and nothing like that. This situation I just cut them off completely. I didn't make an announcement. That's why I say I went about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I did that is because I got a text message to my phone saying, I text you 11 days ago, you still ain't respond, blah, blah, blah. I needed this, what type of friend is you? I needed X, Y, and Z, you wasn't around. I still didn't respond.
I still hear a lot of I in that from whoever this is.
Right.
Yeah.
I need it, I want it, I want
next?
it. I.
They go on social media.
Mm-hmm.
My friends and
How old are we?
My friends in other states are texting me and say, hey, did you see what such and such did and said about you? I said, no. I didn't even go look. They screenshot and sent it to me. Like, yo, y'all talked about that? I said, no, I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it. I ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? And we know it's even worse. When the messages go up, my phone number is on it. Yeah, so my name ain't even saved. Phone number is on it. So, like, now they get decency to block that. You know what I'm saying? Other things happen on other social media platforms that I won't get into. You know
So it sounds like you made the right call, brother.
These are people that would die for me. I'm pouring everything into you. You satisfy me with everything I'm pouring into you. You know what I mean? You guys are receivers. I'm the quarterback. You just, when I stop throwing you the ball, now you're like, I'm like, well, you know what I mean? Somebody else was open. I decided to throw it over there. No, just get it to me. That's basically what's being said. And if I don't throw it to you, what happened? What a football player doing an interview? Now,
Well, I'm open.
They not throwing me the ball. I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Ask him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throw you right under the bus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it sounds like you made the right call, man. Like, let me get a little, so like when people show you who they are, you believe them. And people change, but marginally at our age, like people ain't really making wholesale changes at our age.
No,
like, you know what I mean? So you gotta accept that there's marginal changes, but like largely speaking, there are people who are leeches and there are people who are providers of blood. And those people tend to go together. The leeches tend to find providers and they leech onto them and they'll suck you till you dry. And then once you run out of blood, they'll complain, you ain't got no more blood, until they find another person to leech onto. So protect your peace, bro.
I'm like, people always want to look for people that will live for them, right? You drawn to people. Your energies will be drawn to, right? We drawn the energies. Like some people will camouflage themselves to say they had the same energy as you have, and then once you start noticing it, you already develop the like for the person. So you just like, the red flag is there. So you just be like, hey, maybe they'll change. Maybe being around me is what they need for growth. That's the wrong answer. And so I learned right now that if the energies are the same, but then the energies start changing immediately, it's time to abort mission. You know what I'm saying? I got to take accountability for that because I saw that, and I just said, oh no, I'm going. You know what I mean? No, maybe they need me to learn. But in the back of your mind, you're like, man, I'm stupid. I gotta take it, man, because the guy in the back of my mind was like, what you doing? You can never. I mean, and then after you cut them off, you think that apology would come or something like that to lessen the blow. Like, I'm saying, like, I fucked up, so let me talk to him and see if we can resolve this if there's any way. No, they immediately went to this smear campaign. They're attacking. I
think it's nothing worse than grown folks going on a smear campaign. Now, I'll admit, like there was a small issue I had a while ago. You know about it, but I put it out there because I wasn't getting the response from someone that was due. And I put something out there, and then after a while, I thought about it. I said, you know what? Let me not do this, and at least don't let me not do this just yet. I'm gonna go into the circle and reach out to someone else to get my message and my point across. That to me was like, I felt like that was a greater accountability that I took, because reputation is everything.
Yeah.
Especially in the line of business that we're all in. We have 9 to 5s, but like outside of that, you work with lots of people. You are in the business where you see and interact with a lot of people day by day, and so am I. So last thing I need to do is have someone say, "Oh, that's Brown. That's the one that was talking about da 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 da. Called him this, that, and the other da 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 da." You don't want that. You don't want that, because even though I have an issue, what I say could have hurt this individual way beyond a point that it should have. So it's like we have to be careful with our words once again, and then be remorseful. There's an accountability in that remorse. Once you realize, you know what I did to this person, dang, where's your accountability there? So it's taking things to social media as adults. Don't do it, especially if it's someone that you claim you're close to, you would die for. That's my right hand, my ace spoon coon, my this, that, and the other. We all got so many terms of endearment for each other. But when it comes down to it, you don't own up to it. You don't treat your homies like your bros. You don't treat your girls like your sisters. You're conniving. You're crafty. And you're only in certain situations sometimes to see what you can get out of people. And it's like you said, once you drain them dry of whatever that resource is, it's like, or like when they stop giving, it's like, oh, you acting funny. You this, you that, you that. No. It's like, I have to serve myself now. I'm not saying I'm dropping you where you are, or like I don't fuck with you. It's like, did you even ask what I'm going through today? That made me say I can't come through. Did you ask if my pockets is a little thin right now? Like, did you offer me a helping hand to do this, set this up? Did you send me a microphone, or like, you know, you gotta ask yourself that when someone cuts you off. Don't be so quick to say, "Oh, fuck them," or "I ain't do shit. I didn't do this. I didn't do that." You really have to, even if you believe that, you have to go into that one small corner and push your ego aside just for a second and say, "What did I do? Let me backtrack." It'll come to you if you humble yourself and push that ego aside. Be accountable, people.
My only problem is, like I said, my problem is, even with that statement, I would lay down my life for yours. It's like so easy. I mean, you know what I mean? Look.
Apparently, there's just words.
You know what I mean? Look how quick that is.
Yeah, people love words.
Live for somebody, that take a lot.
Yeah.
It take a lot. I'm not. You don't impress me by telling me that you will lay down your life for me. I'm not impressed by that. Like, bro, I'm impressed by whatever you need. Whatever you need, whatever I got your back 100%. You know what I'm saying? Or as high as this percentage that the law will allow. Now that's impressive. Telling me you lay down your life. Listen, I know people who will lay down their life for people they don't know. Yeah, so I'm not impressed by that. But for you to think so highly of me, because people think laying down their life for somebody is an honorable and noble thing. It's like when you, like, if you really, 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 really cared about me, Why don't you just do as I do?
Yeah.
Why, you know what, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had you that inspired, that I'm the person that you could turn to, I'm doing something that you should be doing. And I'm literally living for you. What you're doing is living through me.
Word.
And if you will,
Right.
describe the difference between the two. Tell us what living for you looks like.
Like you know, like we all have children here, right? Now, before we had kids, we was fuck ups. We were doing wild stuff. Boom, we had them kids. The day we saw them, we started living for them. We started making better decisions. Boom, being more decisive, everything like that. You know, hey, the high head stuff. You calm down. You're a seat therapist, whatever the case may be, because it's them. You'll start living for them. Fuck me. I'm living for them. Whatever is necessary for them, I'll do. Now, living through somebody is just watching them do everything for you. See, you know what I mean? I can always count on him, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I wish I could be more like him, but I don't have to be more like him because I got him. Just living through something.
Yeah, man.
That's my definition. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to add to that. There are people who I always hit the same people. We always got the homie that's been struggling financially. You come across a gig. Yo, man, I get you this gig, pay $25 an hour, a little better than what you're making now. You know, man, I can't do that joint because you know, I ain't got the daycare, or, you know, the lady, I don't want some dumbass excuse, right? Enter dumbass excuse as to why you can't take this job, right? But then next week, yo, can I get $100? Bro, I'm not like, you're not on my personal payroll.